Kabaong baka artikel sa huspa R, sa aspa sa husaw R. Kabamut bagi kendon jo kasih schedule Kim Trekam. Hagbiyade baka siya kadara Meghalaya.
Chief Minister of Meghalaya Conrad Sangma on 7th November 2020 laid the foundation stone for the construction of the new building Rymbai Government Secondary School, East Janta Hills, in the presence of two Minister Lakman Rymbai and Kerman Chilla, who is also a local MLA. Principal Secretary of Education Department DP Walang, MDCs of JHADC including Laski Rymbai, Sanki Shangpung, Finisnes Bare, Hetman of Rymbai, Justice Lingdor and others. DP Walang, Principal Secretary of Education Department, in his speech informed that the school had started since 1960 and functioned as upper secondary school till 2006, then upgraded to secondary school and functioned in the same building for 14 years, and the new building will be constructing at the cost of rupees 3.70 crores. Minister of Social Welfare Kerman Chilla in his speech expressed his gratefulness to the Chief Minister as well as the Education Minister, saying that even public has been expected the new building and also to upgrade to the higher secondary school, while Education Minister Lakman Rymbai reminded the need of cooperation for bringing the change in terms of education. He also added that during anniversary celebration of the school, they are planning to give an additional classroom but is happy to get the new building. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, while giving his speech, he said that he wants to see the improvement of the state by finding ways and means, especially in terms of education. Then he assured to take a serious action to improve education in the state, as only education can bring the change. He also appreciated the cooperation of Education Department.
372 students are enrolled in the school as of today, and there are 12 teachers who are engaged in teaching them. As you are all aware, the number of secondary schools in the state, which includes higher secondary, that is class 9, 10, 11, 12, we have about 1,450 number of schools, which is a big number. But in the government sector, a similar school like this, we have only 44 numbers. Unfortunately, many of them are not in very good condition because of the resource constraints that we had faced. I'm happy that at least now the government is focusing its energy rightly in the human resources sector.
Rymbai Government Secondary School has contributed a lot to the people of East Janta Hills, and it is befitting that it has been chosen from amongst many to be one of the beneficiaries for construction a new school building.
Colleagues and my officers also, that we need to work as if there is no tomorrow. Every day matters. You can't even let one day go by without achieving anything great. I tell my MLAs and my ministers that sometimes we need to trick our minds and tell our minds that when it comes to education, it is not just about the infrastructure. We realize that there are many things. So I'm happy to inform you, which our minister has just announced also, that we realize that the children need economical support. And a very firm decision to enhance the scholarship amount has been taken, and he had informed you about that. Our Education Principal Secretary informed you that almost 20,000 teachers have been trained or are in the process of being trained and upgraded so that they can impart better education, create and bring out better citizens for our state. And so the government is not just working on the infrastructure. We realize that we need to work on the students also, and we need to work on the teachers also. Education department is not just the government's job. We do our part. We will keep pushing our part. But education is a complete holistic approach. It's not just about what the child learns in the classroom. but it is about the kind of person he becomes as he grows up. And that is why society plays an important role. Parents play an important role. Friends play an important role. Teachers play an important thing in detail with the education department. But on a preliminary information which I have received, that yes, it's a demand that is very genuine. This area does require higher secondary school. I think the closest one of the government is in Jowai, and I think the other private, other ones that are there, higher secondary is in Shampung and other areas. So yes, we feel that there is a need for it, but when we take a decision like this, it requires more detailed discussion because there are other financial implications to it. So therefore, it will not be appropriate for me to simply announce it just because it's been pressurized. We are very practical political leaders. We would like to stick to our commitments. When we say we're going to do it, we don't want to fail or we don't want to let you down. So I can assure you that we will definitely examine this proposal. We will definitely look into it. It is definitely a situation which requires it. But as I said, we will look into the logistics, the practicality and the financial implications before we're able to announce it. But I will definitely discuss this with the local MLA, the Honorable Minister and the Education Minister, and will inform all of you.
Education, by the chairman education, you transform education, kami lately ki pilar. Kita ki pilar kita kirchat ki mo penmiat ta UME ki train teachers. UME ki school building ki umiat. UME ki policy. Kita de ME waro kamu ang upris pastri yang into. Wato ke result mto pat kat ni chisnem asem rekeni to ni bhak generation.